Welcome back to Under Oath. The clips that we've been posting,
Yes.
some of your friends have hit you up.
Yes. We can call them friends if you want.
You could call them friends.
Yeah.
Now, the minute I see me picking on you, I expect just a bunch of people to go, Jeff's being mean, Jeff's being this. We're not getting that feedback, are we?
No. I got people calling me going, when he made fun of you being fat.
I didn't make fun of you for being fat. It just happened to work out that way.
No, I had calls from people when you made fun of my glasses. Your little Urkel statement, my mother thought that was humorous.
Your mother knew who Urkel was. Yes.
My mother thought that was funny.
She's going, you did pay for those, right, honey?
Yeah,
You
honey.
didn't get those out of like Goodwill or something?
No, I paid for these, and thank you, by the way. I love my glasses, whether you like them or not.
They frame your face.
They do frame this.
Like
big
a
old
Macy's
face.
Day float.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm just saying, those glasses that, you always see those floats wear.
Huh.
That's some big glasses, dude.
You mean like the back in the days?
See, you got
Martin
little,
glasses?
you got eyes like I do.
How are my eyes?
Tiny eyes. We got those. If you could blind us with dental floss.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got tiny eyes.
Okay.
So you decided, hey, let me slap off these 2 magnifying glasses. I mean, 10 to 1, you attach a snorkel to that thing, you'll be okay.
Wait a minute.
They're just big. They're just big.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The good thing is, the great thing about being the victim,
Yeah.
most people feel bad for you.
They do.
They do.
They do.
But you have comedians for friends.
This is what we get.
Yes.
We don't pull punches.
No.
It's never nice.
Nobody forgives me.
Yeah. If you were nice to me, I'd be worried. Like, whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the way it works.
Yeah.
Now, we posted a clip that I made with my partner, Craig.
Yeah.
And Craig's a huge video game guy.
I heard that.
He's paid a lot of money for characters and stuff like that. It's just, there's always extra money to be made in
He's
these
that
games.
guy.
Yeah. Now, the phone games, those are rough because they give them to you for free.
They do.
Now, okay. There were 35 complaints about the video game. About, Jeff doesn't like video games. No, Jeff loves video games.
Okay.
Okay. Jeff loved it so much, he realized that 18 hours probably every week. And then I times that by 50. And then I realized I took my waking hours and I looked at it and I was going, this is ridiculous. Now you're going to ask me how I discovered this.
How'd you do it?
This is what happened. I was at this conference and Kobe Bryant's, his mental coach was talking about that Kobe had asked him a question. And he says, how do I fit more crap into my life? I need your help fitting more crap in.
That's a good question.
And he said, I need to help you to get rid of crap. We flush crap. We don't save it.
Oh, okay.
And when I heard him say that, I go, well, how much crap do I have? And then I realized I'm playing video games like 2 hours a day, 2-3 hours a day. And then I realized and then how much am I spending on it? Okay. If you're playing video games and have not spent $1, not one, I'm not talking, a micro. It was a micro, Jeff. It was only $1.
Yeah.
How many micros have you bought?
Exactly.
Okay. If you've only spent $1, okay.
You're doing good.
I'm willing to bet you didn't. Either you paid $70, $100 for the game or the in-app purchases. I mean, you want to really see the way the world works? Type in-app purchases, Apple, and see how many billions of dollars that company makes off of your addiction.
Correct.
And it is addiction.
It is.
Type up video game addiction. Anything you do for more than 2-3 hours, they go, well, what about reading? Reading works the brain.
Yes.
It's actually good for the brain. Look at the mental issues that are caused by video games, how the serotonin levels, everything else like that. You can't recapture the high you get.
Correct.
It's exactly like drugs.
And it starts off like that. I was going to say it. It's like a free vial of crack.
Oh, yeah.
The first time, like, ooh, that felt good.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to get that again. And then you're playing your phone and you look down. It's been 2 hours.
Oh, even better. I got a new one for you.
On
TikTok Reels and everything else like that.
Forget
the algorithms that are chasing you. Now they figured out a new addiction.
What is that?
They realize that the Korean drama are really big. So we've created these micro Korean dramas that have what they call like 90 episodes.
Yeah.
All right. And the episodes are only like, let's say, a minute long.
I've seen these.
And you go, oh my God, that woman got slapped. If you want to see more, no, I need to see it now. And then they go, it's a free download. So you go, okay, download. And they only let you watch 2 before they make you watch a commercial. Oh, you could get another token.
And they got
And
you.
another token.
And they got you.
And guess what? If you're not patient and we've got you hooked enough, it's only $20 a week.
That's it.
Only 20.
20.
Only 20.
You spend more on that on coffee a week.
Another way to addict us.
Yeah.
And we're going, well, it's capitalism. It's not a big deal. It is. It screws with our brain. It desensitizes us. It does all these bad things. It keeps us from reading.
Yeah. Keeps you distracted.
Yes.
There you go.
So I like the K-dramas. Sometimes I get into them a little too much. I don't watch a lot of them, but I watch enough to know what I like.
Yeah.
So be careful. There's a new addiction out.
I will say I know way too much about K-pop demon hunters than I should.
But they got good music.
They do got good music.
Everyone's like, oh, the music.
Yeah.
Anime music.
Yeah.
Remember, Thundercats are on the loose.
They were.
That's how it started.
That was our introduction.
Yes. The Thundercats. Thundercats. Ho,
That's
ho.
right. Hit this. That's what Thundercats was. Yeah.
The minute you get that,
Uh-huh.
God, that was rough. All right. What's the legal question?
Okay. Another episode of Legally Screwed, and I got a great one for you. Oh, I
don't like it.
This happens
I don't
a lot
like it.
in
I get yelled
America.
at.
Well,
What are you, some kind of lawyer? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm some kind of lawyer.
Some kind. This is a good one.
All right.
Dad's girlfriend blew his 401k. Can I get it back? I knew you would like this one. Okay.
Dads.
Dads and their girlfriends. Yeah. Oof. Now, I'm in New Jersey. My disabled dad's girlfriend, who's been his caretaker, spent most of his 401k on herself instead of his medical bills. I have POA and was just approved as his representative payee.
Yes.
Is there a way to recover this money she misused, or do I just take legal action against her?
What state?
Jersey.
Okay. Let's pretend it's New York.
Okay.
I'm not licensed in New Jersey. I don't give legal advice in states I'm not licensed in.
Understood.
So Jersey could be different. New York, Florida, 18 states.
Got it.
So there are 32 I'm not licensed in that I will not give advice in because I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Because it's a felony, people. The unlicensed practice of law in states you're not licensed in. A felony.
Gotcha.
Avoid that.
Yep.
Okay. Here's the deal. It's theft.
Okay.
Unless he agreed to it.
Oh, well, how do you prove that he may or may not have given it to her?
She touched my pepe. No,
That's
I
right.
don't know.
Well, that's consent.
That's what happened.
That's legally binding.
That's what
in court.
happens. You get to a certain age, you're going,
Yeah.
she really loves me.
If she touched it, it's like a handshake.
She's like, here, take my money.
Pretty much.
Okay. That's the whole thing. If he consented and he had the ability to consent.
Got it.
All right. If he's, let's just say, incapacitated mentally and she takes advantage of him, you might be able to get that money back. But if he said, yeah, she's the one here. Now, children, it's not your money.
No.
It's not your money. You didn't earn it. You're just greedy as hell. And it's my dad's money. Your dad earned that money.
He did.
If your dad wants to spend it on an 18-year-old hooker,
hey,
that's on him.
That is on him.
Okay. And she's on him. That's why he's giving her the money.
That's how it works. Yeah.
And that's upsetting. I'm fortunate to be in a good relationship.
Yes.
But if I'm in my 70s and I'm alone and my kids don't give a damn about me and I want to spend money on you'll never see me do this.
Companionship.
This is the last time I'll do this ever.
Okay.
Girlfriend. Ugh. Anybody who does the quotes, it's a douchey thing, but this is girlfriend. Okay.
Yes.
Instead of prostitute.
Yeah.
Instead of escort.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's the last time you'll see me do this.
P. Diddy. Go ahead.
Oh, come on.
I couldn't help.
Yeah, you could go after him.
Yeah.
You could go after him.
You can.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can, unless she had permission.
Well, for me, when I hear this situation where his dad lost a 401k to a caretaker, girlfriend, all that stuff, it takes me back to when I was in high school and I learned this. It's a very famous saying. And I learned it from a great scholar named Snoop Doggy Dogg. And he said, we don't love them hoes. Okay? So
Snoop's a liar. Snoop Dogg goes, what did he call me?
Yeah, there you go. Hey.
Snoop's putting the bong down?
Yeah.
He goes, I love some hoes in my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
hey.
Snoop, come on.
Snoop-a-loop.
We've all Snoop-a-loop.
Yeah.
I can't even do that. Jewish guys doing that just doesn't work. Okay, Snoop.
It's Yiddish.
You and I
Snoop-a-loop.
do this to your wife's ears right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Or your girlfriend or whatever you got going. Put your hands over your ears and say,
What?
there have been those less giving, caring women that worked very well for us.
Yeah.
And allowed us not to pay attention to our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all we need to do is find happiness in the wrong places to get us to the next week.
Because what's important in this story is the dad happy.
Yes, the dad's happy.
Dad's happy.
Oh, his caretaker. Where were you?
Ooh, that part.
Why didn't you hire a caretaker? Well, I didn't. But now that he's close to death and there's money in the house, and now I really care. Why didn't you care before, dude? Exactly. You know why you didn't care? Because you were living your life. Mm-hmm. And your dad was living his, and so was the girlfriend. Everyone's living their lives. And in the end, when people die, everyone scrambles for the money. It's a mad dash for cash. And if your dad doesn't have a will, he basically told you, F you.
Yeah, he did. And
you know
ugly.
What? I'm going to live forever.
Mm-hmm.
Any douche who says this, I'm going to live forever, is a douche because he knows what's going to happen when they die, unless you have nothing. But here's the fact. I've seen people with a trailer argue about stuffed animals.
Yes. It becomes ugly.
I think the minute you hit 30, get a will. It's online. It's free.
Great advice.
Write out this stuff, follow the directions, get it notarized, stick it in your drawer with all the pictures of your exes. They won't lose them.
Mental note, clean out drawer when I get home.
Yes. Forget your browser history.
Clean the drawer out.
Clean the drawer. Sitting next to me is my friend, my law partner, and somebody who has suffered alongside me for a long time now. Craig Lind. We've had some tough times. We've lost friends.
Nothing makes a better friendship than suffering together. Yeah. Lots of people can be good friends when everything's going right. Like everyone's a great friend when you're out on the boat and you're fishing and you're catching a lot of fish. But friendship really can be created a lot stronger when that boat starts to sink and you're both on it.
In the last episode, we talked about mental health. I've lost 3 people in the last 5 years to mental health. Suicide is no joke, and it is ramped up. Suicide right now, the numbers have to be 2-3 times higher than they were compared to 20 years ago. I actually had a cousin who went to Switzerland where it's legal and did it. Now, this wasn't a spur of the moment thing. He was bipolar. He had significant issues. And this was his second time going to Switzerland to get it done.
I'm surprised they let you do that. A country allows citizens from another country to come there to kill themselves.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I know that the first time he went, everybody here were able to get him off that ledge and bring him back. A good friend of mine contacted me about 5 years ago and said his ex-sister-in-law had a problem. And could you try to help her out? With what I live with now, and this might sound cruel, I wish I would have said no. Because every day I was there for her, trying to keep her off that ledge.
Oh, you feel like it, like you...
And then she finally took her life after 3 months. And I carry it with me. We weren't great friends.
I know you say that now because it's the result, but I think you'd feel a lot differently if it was inevitably going to happen. And if you were looking back and you hadn't tried, I think you would carry that harder.
I don't know. I know that when she passed away, the parents had an issue with me. The ex-husband had an issue with me, like it was my fault.
Well, it's easy for them to blame somebody else.
And I mean, this was a person who was abused as a kid and never got the proper attention to help herself out. And then when adversity hit, she couldn't handle it.
Did she talk to you about the abuse? Was it parental abuse?
Yeah.
Was it physical, mental?
Physical. It was physical. It was physical and mental. And I tried to get her into a program. She didn't want to go. And eventually she took her own life. And I remember getting called from the father that Monday and letting me know. And it wasn't bad to me at that time. But I was, it left with me. I have a hero complex. I think I can fix things. I've been fixing people's lives for years.
What's what the matter is with you?
Yeah, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I blame it on Spider-Man.
There's worse things to have. I mean, if you're going to have some kind of disorder, I think hero complex might be up there with the better ones to have.
And the tough thing is I learned you can't fix it. If you're bipolar, for example, some people are so bad that they need to be medicated. The problem is a lot of these people, when they're on medication, they're in a fog. And the quality of their life is horrible. So they don't know what to deal with it. And what do? You either take your life or live in a fog. Or hopefully, I mean, there's no cure for it. So what do we do? And I'm fully aware that there are people out there. So the comments we got, oh, you're insensitive, you're not. No, we're just ridiculously too sensitive to it. When we have a problem, it's not, oh, my friend Jimmy is having problems dealing with his divorce. We normally have a life or death situation. I have nothing. I'm going down fast. That car accident I got in, I can't pay my rent. I don't know what to do. The world would be better off without me. We've heard that way too many damn times. So sometimes we react strongly to these problems where we're telling parents, please discipline your kids. If you're friends with somebody, please be hard on them. Please give them the tools they need to get to the next day, rather than just hugging somebody and thinking it'll be better tomorrow because I gave them a hug today. Get them into a program. Get them the proper attention they need. So, yeah, be mad at me because I said be harder on them. I didn't say not to be there. I said just be tougher on them. You can give somebody a hug and get them into the right program they need. So if you have a problem with my advice, hey, pound sand. Let enough people die around you and you might feel differently. All right, we're supposed to talk about the law, right?
Somewhere in there.
All right. Well, let's shift out of our daily lives because just say it's every day we get one.
Get one what?
Just somebody who just is off the rails, yelling, screaming. I walk by your office and I hear, and I want to go in and solve that problem. I'm going, but nope. I got my own share.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard somebody just howling at you the other day, and you said to me, that's just his normal way of talking.
Yeah, some of the people who are hurt, they did not start off in a great place. And listen, nobody asks for this to happen to them. They're trying to get someplace usually when an accident happens. They're trying to go to work, school, go have some kind of recreational fun time, and their lives get disrupted in the worst possible way. Not only did they lose that day and whatever they were going to do, a lot of times they lose the next week, the next month, sometimes the next couple of years. They can't do the same things. They can't ride a bike like they used to. They can't pick up their grandkids like they used to. Devastating injuries. And kind of touching to the point, it also causes mental anguish.
Yeah. Mental
anguish is a real thing. If you don't believe that, watch a grandparent who can't pick up their kid. Not that they don't want to. They want to and they can't. Look at their face and tell me that's not real pain.
It's no fun. And we always get these problems that they come by. Somebody just sent in a question. I'm looking at it right now. Self-driving cars.
Bad for business.
I like it. No,
bad for business.
No, because they're
personal injury attorneys. No, we don't want self-driving cars.
No, it's not that. It's that sometimes they don't do what they're supposed to be. Sometimes they don't understand something. They're only as good as the person who filled the information. For example, a police officer in California pulled over a self-driving car the other day.
Who got the ticket?
It did an illegal U-turn.
Really?
The car did. Nobody got hurt, but it did an illegal U-turn. It didn't realize it wasn't allowed to do a U-turn at that light. It must not have picked up the sign.
Huh.
Or it didn't get it.
But it felt like it could do it safely.
Yeah.
See, now that's encouraging because that's what I would do. I would purposely do a U-turn if I knew, even though I'm not supposed to, if I check the surroundings and go, okay, I'm totally fine. I'm going to do the U-turn. That is the most human thing I have heard about a self-driving car yet. That's actually encouraging.
Now, the thing about this was the self-driving car. I think it was one of those cabs that they're testing out. You know, the cabs, like they have them in Vegas now too. And the car driver did a U-turn, and the cop didn't know what to do.
Well, hold on. I want to hear about this more. How did the officer pull over? Did he come up behind with the lights on? Does the car know to pull over?
I guess that was the scenario. But I mean, I'm losing my mind because I'm thinking to myself,
well, what does the car say when the officer says license and registration? Does it print it out on the door?
I actually want self-driving cars on an ugly level, because as we get older, things don't work as well. Even though I have 20/20 because I got the new lenses, I would love to sit in the back of the car. And hey, take your time.
All right, penny bags.
No. You don't have to be rich to drive a self-driving car. I mean, they have cabs that do this stuff now. Now, I think in 10 years, it's going to be more norm than not. And I think flow of traffic is going to be better. There are going to be less accidents. There are going to be less a lot of things. But I mean, the idea of sitting in the back of the car and doing my work, and, you know, I
get car sick. I can't do it.
No, they'll solve that issue. They'll solve it all. But not being able to get the ticket and everything else is the most bizarre thing for me. I can't even imagine. There'll be no speeding anymore. There'll be no nothing.
If you're in the back of a self-driving car that gets pulled over by the police, do you have to show ID?
I don't think you do.
I'm not driving, officer. You have no reason. To suspect me of anything. Oh, wow. The drug runners just dropped in their lap. They can get their drugs wherever they want. They can just load their pockets up with lots of drugs, get in a self-driving car, go from Miami to Orlando. Why did you pull us over? I don't care why you pull us over. You know I'm not driving. You can't search me.
Yeah. I look forward to it.
Oh, man, I might have just made a bunch of cartels of millions of dollars.
Are you really going to want to do drugs that much when you don't have that much responsibility? What do you have to complain about? Do drugs, no. People normally take drugs to get away from something. But if your life is so great, we're all going to be Wally. We're all going to be sitting
no one's going to have any reason. There'll be nothing to escape from.
I'm depressed. Why? Because I'm not doing anything. Okay, well, here,
that
do
is depressing. There's a famous philosopher who said, hell is where you have nothing to do but amuse yourself. That is the definition of hell. No purpose.
There's truth to that. I get it. Now, in Florida and in California, we have this thing called Halloween Horrors. It's at Universal Studios.
Love it.
Now, the problem with Halloween Horrors is alcohol. A lot of alcohol at Halloween Horrors.
Oh, they sell it.
They love it. That's a money-making endeavor for these SOBs.
Yeah, it's like it's the last day on earth. You have to buy all of this.
And a lot of fights. I
don't see a lot of fights out there.
A lot of fights. A lot of people lose their stuff. They do bad stuff. They get arrested. Now, the question is this. There's very little control at Halloween Horrors. A lot of alcohol. It's nighttime. A lot of things are dark. And people get hurt. For example, we got a call from somebody who said, I got beat up. These 3 guys were acting like a-holes. And one of them looked around. I didn't say anything. And the guy just beat me up. They kicked me in the ribs and they hauled ass. And they want to sue. They want to sue Universal.
Was it their friends that beat them up? So they
I know. Well, that's an argument you can make because they didn't catch them.
Yeah.
They're going, well, we don't know who it was.
Yeah.
And we don't have cameras of the incidents. And we don't have this and we don't have that.
Is there an inch of that place that isn't cameraed up?
I can't imagine it.
I can't either.
Can't imagine.
As cheap as the cameras are nowadays and how much
they're not
storage
cheap.
you can.
They just are very good. Cameras aren't cheap. They're just good. Now, this guy's going to claim negligent security. Now, Florida just passed a law that said as long as somebody goes to a class and all this other stuff, that it's going to be a little more difficult.
Yeah, before there's a tort reform just hit in 2023. If you didn't know about it, you sue for some kind of criminal act that occurs on a commercial property. Before, the jury couldn't assign, they weren't even allowed to assign any portion of the blame to the criminal actor. Now they can.
Yeah.
Now they can. And that changes the dynamics of a trial.
It's huge. It's a huge difference because businesses are now going to get off the hook because they don't have.
Well, not completely. If
a jury's going to go, what does this business have to do with it? This guy, they couldn't have stopped this guy. He's a bad guy. And the business can say, oh, well, it's not our job to protect you. This guy, we couldn't have accounted for this really heinous dude over here. He's responsible for 98% of the problem. They go, okay, we'll give you 1%. $1,000. Here's your $1,000 on $100,000 in medicals. Yeah. You get $1,000 from the business who knew they were creating an atmosphere that was bad
and sold the alcohol that made it worse, made money, profited.
I mean, Halloween Horrors does so well that they started in August.
Is that how it works? They make a lot of money, so they just keep starting it earlier?
I don't think it'll end. Eventually, it'll be like every night is Halloween.
Starting July 5th. It's Halloween.
Christmas 24/7. And I love it. I used to go a lot too. But I have seen bad stuff happen. I've seen people get angry and everything else, and alcohol and nighttime and running around. And one of the hard things about Halloween Horrors is there's a wait time. Unless you got the super passes, you could wait 2 hours, 3 hours to get into a specific haunted house.
Yeah.
Now, you combine alcohol with, I've been in line for 2-3 hours, 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
No.
Well, at that point, you just have to enjoy the alcohol, and just like the fun part is just gravy.
Yeah,
like you're just out there drinking.
Are you going back to the days of waiting
standing in line? I can't do it. You spoiled me. Actually,
Express
you
passes.
did a terrible thing by showing me that existed.
I think you should always have to sit in the back of a concert until you're rich. Until you have enough money that you can buy whatever you want to, because the minute you have those front seats, front row seats,
can't go back.
Not good.
Won't even go if it's the back seat now. Yeah.
I won't go. Somebody asked me the other day, do I want to go to Halloween Horrors? I was like, and I like it. I was like, can we get express? And they're like, oh no. The day we want to go. I said, no, you're on your own.
Yeah, I'm not going.
I don't want to do that.
I don't do 2
And they
hours.
get mad at you.
I don't do 2 hours.
What, are you spoiled?
Yes.
Yes. I am.
It's okay.
I can't handle it. Mentally, I can't handle it. Today we have actresses Jane Hajduk and Shari Doran from The Third Act. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Now, I got to see the trailer for, I believe we're going into maybe the 3rd season right now?
Correct.
Ooh, that first season, I'm sure knocking that one out was fun. But now you're on the 3rd season. Are you like going, okay, if we get to 10, it might kill me?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny when you develop a show and create a show to yourself, a lot of times you'll have what they call a show Bible, which you'll even start to say, what's going to happen 2nd season? What's going to happen 3rd season? So, I mean, we even have in our electronic press kit, what happens after menopause? And I'm like, wait a minute, Shari. Menopause lasts a long time. It's not 1, 2, 3 years. It can last up to 10, 12 years. We're riding this. And then after that, we can do death.
Well, and that could last a really long time, I hear. So
there you go. So, but yes, we're, besides it was mainly our first season about our friendship and just kind of getting into a video journal, talking about the crazy things we were doing. And then the 2nd season, we expanded it by saying how it affects others, like our husbands and our children, how it affects marriages.
I have a feeling I've seen some of the clips and I've seen some of the husbands walking around. We tend to walk around pretty gingerly around this situation, like, yes, whatever you say, we're going with it.
Well, I think there are some rules for men. I think the biggest one is that you just have to listen and just kind of take a breath and know there could be some things happening you're not going to be able to explain. And in the season 2, we have our husbands, and I don't know if you've seen it, but during the Super Bowl, they had a commercial for hot flash medicine.
Yeah.
And so we have an episode where Tom Lennon, who plays my husband, and Michael Doran plays Jane's husband. They're watching the game, and that happens, and it sparks this whole conversation of 2 husbands kind of talking about what's going on with their wives, and they're just like, how do we deal with this? How do we figure it out? So it's a fun episode to see a man's perspective of taking a look into that world.
There are a couple things I don't screw with in life, and menopause was one of them. I just nod and hey, can I rub your back? Can I do? There are a couple things I avoid, and that's one of those things, because if men went through menopause, I guess it would be menopause, but if we went through menopause, I guarantee there'd be 50 shows on it.
Thank you, Jeff. You are so right. There's this thing called a little blue pill that you probably know what I'm talking about. You saw how quickly that came to fruition when men were having problems. So yes, Shari and I both agree with that. If this was a man's problem, it would be solved. They'd probably be able to get menopause out. Would you probably be able to skip it or something? There'd be some kind of medication to just, I don't know, fall asleep for the next 10 years.
Yeah, the hard thing for me is, I also do stand-up comedy. So I always want to write that joke, and I always know, shut up. Don't make that joke, Jeff. And I think we need a name for it better. The problem is menopause seems so long. I mean, maybe we should do like with COVID and just call it the pause. The pause is kicking up now. It sounds a little more edgy. My pause is bothering me today.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in the pause. Give me a minute. I need to pause. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the pause. You know what's going to happen. It's not going to be good for you. Yes, it's this weird thing too because women don't know when it's going to hit. It's early menopause, late menopause. It's the weirdest thing. It's kind of like meeting the person you're supposed to be with. Isn't this supposed to happen by now?
And it's Jane and I have talked about this and it's interesting that I don't think either one of us even knew we were in perimenopause. Like I didn't know this was going on. I just knew something was happening to me. And I'm like, what why do I have a stomach where I never have? Why am I crying when I'm watching a commercial? What is happening? And then not sleeping and all those things. And everyone has different things. Jane, I would throw you under the bus. She had acne. She hasn't had acne. We've known each other since college. We went to college together. I'm like, why do you have acne? Yeah.
I mean, it's a slew of things. And it's just, I mean, you're exactly right. But I'm telling you, these future generations, as of 2 years ago, definitely 1 year ago, women will no longer, or men, be in the dark. I mean, people are talking about it. There's knowledge. Now there's so much that you're going to have to sift through all the crap because everybody's jumping on the business part of it and wants to make a quick buck. But yes, it's crazy that your grandmother, my grandmother, our mothers never talked about this.
No, I think about stuff like this. And the problem is, I think it is because we think we're younger now. I mean, when you hit 50 now, you go, oh, I'm 30. Back then 50 was like cocoon. And now 50 is like, oh, we're cool now. I mean, you think that slowed it down? You go, wait a minute. I'm going through menopause. How old am I? I think we're not used to the age now that we might have been used to before.
I think that's a good point.
But I guess when I'm thinking about when you're writing shows, is there any joke that you wrote where you're going, oh, this is a good one, but we're not putting this one in?
No. We have this one episode called Show Me Yours, and it is about being dry, and we're not talking the face or hands. And my partner and on Lauren, who I play Josephine, she plays Lauren. I am right down there in her dry spot looking and telling her what's happening. So no, we do not. But I will tell you this, Jeff, we have gone to several shows and presented a few shows at a time. And we're like, oh, should we put Show Me Yours? And both of us go, yep. If we're going to cringe from this and that, you got to go there. If we're just going to have a little, oh, I'm a little hot. What's this show doing? It's just surfacey. We're going there, Jeff.
Yeah. I know I know in the reality what happened. You'd look over to your husband and go, baby, I know this is going to sound weird, but could you? And he's going, no, I'm not doing it. I love you. I will gladly go out and mow the lawn before I inspect what's going on down there.
Jeff, Shari has this story. Go ahead, Shari.
So we wrote that episode based on I was having some issues, and so I'm actually looking at my kitchen right now, and I remember running around the corner, and I'm going to my husband, honey, I need you to look. I need you to look at this, and he was like, "What are you doing? Like that thing's loaded for bear. What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "Just look." And I'm looking, and he's literally running from me through the house, going, "I am not looking at that. I don't. Stop it."
I'm telling you, we are not built for that. We are built to go to war before we're built to do that.
Yeah, my lawn looks fabulous. The lawn looks great.
Yes.
So, but,
yeah.
So we wrote an episode about it instead.
What was that line in Three Men and a Baby where the guy goes, I'll pay you $1,000 to change that diaper? I mean, that's exactly what would happen because we're just not, we claim to be such men, but when it comes to like stuff like that, we're like, la, 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 no, it's so weird how we can watch a friend die, but we can't go check out your bottom area. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, you were in the military, right? I bet that was easier than having to deal with menopause, I would think.
I guarantee it. They go, just keep walking. If one of the part would have been like going, Jeff, this is going to be tough. You got to check out, Private Jane's special. No, I'm sorry. And I was a medic. I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
Once you get to the third season, you're okay. how do we jump the shark on this one? You know, where you're going, okay, what's season 4? Who's the enemy in season 4? I mean, I can't even imagine what that's like.
You know, I think, you know, with our second season, we expanded it with the families and that. And besides going through menopause, there's a lot of other things in a woman's third act, even men's, that happen. And it's could be divorce. It could be your kids going off to college. It could be you having to reconnect with your husband because now you're empty nesters. So we definitely have a lot of ideas where menopause will be there. It's always going to be there, because even when women say they're out of it, you're never truly out of it. You may not have those crazy symptoms, but you're in it the rest of your life. So it's going to be about our third act and what we have to go through. And even men, I mean, being empty nesters, trying to reinvent yourself, you know?
What cuts me up is, you know, I have to go through my material sometimes with my significant other, and we talk about stuff all the time. I can't imagine as you're developing this, you're talking to your family, you go, hey, you know what we're doing this on? We're going to do, this scene is going to be awesome. We're going to do menopause. And how many of your significant others said, please don't put me in this?
Oh, my husband. Well, you know, he's mowing the lawn. He's not doing any of that. I will tell a funny story. In season 1, we do an episode about marijuana. We thought maybe that would help us. And I went to my, I have a 23-year-old son who is a musician. He's a professional drummer. So I knew he would know about these vapes or whatever. And the conversation, I said, wish we had filmed that. I said, okay, honey, I need you to show me how to use these, but I don't want to know how to use these. And he's like, what is happening right now, Mom? And so he's sitting at our dining room table. He's showing me, well, you know, because I said, do you light it with a lighter? He's like, no. I mean, it was hysterical.
We're old. Do we have a lighter? We're just so old now. We don't know.
Yeah.
Do you like this thing? Where do we put our finger over the hole? I mean, this is just so complicated now.
We did a couple times. I mean, it was very educational for me, but he was just not sure what was happening. You know, the menopause was one thing, but now you're entering this. What's going to happen next? But he's been a good sport, and he actually does tell his friends about it. And you know, he works in LA, and which is kind of funny. My mom's the menopause lady, you know. So.
Well, I have a great idea for both of you. I think it's going to be fantastic, and I think you're going to pay for the whole production, product placement. Okay. You get the lubrications, the type of marijuana, the medication. I mean, you won't even have to run commercials. I mean, they'll go.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
we companies spend stupid money on this stuff. I think I've solved this issue.
I love it. Yeah. We're on board with us. Thank you.
Yeah. And that's what we'd love to do. And you know, Jane and I even talked about, you know, they have all these doctors' offices right now that are for women, just for women.
Yeah.
And I said, wouldn't it be great? You know, first of all, they have all those, you know, different things in our show. So, when you're sitting in that office to watch the show, as opposed to watching, you know, oh, here's how to make a beet shake that nobody wants to make. You know, I don't want to learn what my body fat is. You know, I would watch this and laugh, and then I could really go in and talk to my doctor probably.
I think it's so amazing to be able to do stuff like this, to be able to take something you love and keep writing. I remember Larry David saying that when they gave him the next season, he goes, God, I got to write 22 more episodes. Now, I assume you guys have a certain style on how you like to write together.
Yes, we do. Yeah, it is. It can be overwhelming. You know, one thing that makes it less is our episodes are 2 to 6 minutes. So we have to figure out how to create a story, beginning, middle, and end, and really close it up in a very short time. Although I love that. I love being that challenge and being able to do that. And, you know, we will tell it what the stories are. We have 12 episodes a season. We'll go through that. We already have that on the 3rd. And then we start to say, okay, you write that, you write that, you write that. And then we bring it together. And I mean, it really is a partnership. We really say, okay, this didn't, and then we kind of work it together, the script. And I know you with stand-up are constantly writing and you're constantly listening to new things, and then you just got to try it out. And if it doesn't work, then it fails, and you kind of bomb a little, and then you have to try something else. Yeah, bombing a little. That's. I think that should be that should be the name of the show, bombing a little bit. But when I think the hard thing is, I've been able to. I also own a law firm, and my
one of my best friends I've been partners with for 28 years. And there's a time where we're like going, okay, we've spent enough time together today. I mean, you guys have been friends since college. Are you like going, okay, all right, do you want to go out this weekend? No, we've had enough love bonding over the last week.
We do have a lot of Zooms in that, and we live far enough away that we don't get to see each other, but we're just so into working this show. So and now that we are doing press for it, but yeah, I don't think we're saying, okay, let's go out and drink. It's kind of like, no, we just got to work. And then, yes, you're right. And Jeff, I'm kind of amazed by the amount of work you do. Law, stand up.
I know.
Oh my gosh, podcast.
You're
making me tired.
I think you guys are from California. You guys know that, like, for actors who want to be directors and producers and writers, everything you want to do, you have to add in. You don't get to just stop what you're doing. So when you love something like this show for you guys, I mean, you're going, well, we're busy, but you know what? We're going to make the time for this. And suddenly you go, well, we have an extra 3 hours in the day we could do this, or an extra 5 hours. And that's a tough thing. And I think that you brought that up. This is an excellent situation. There's a lot of time with my daughter. She's getting a BFA degree from Florida in theater. And I'm trying to find time. I'm like going, I gotta go up and see her in school. I got to do these things. So every time I add another project on there, what technique do you use to tell your children, hey, listen, I love what I love. How do I make sure that I'm not taking away from you guys?
I'll start with that one. So, my son graduated. He was going through, actually still in college when we started this hunting. Yes, he was. And it is a hard line. It's a hard line because you want to be the parent. But I think there's also, we talked about it a lot too. He loved the example. He said, Mom, what I love most about you, and my husband's a musician, bass player. He said, what I love about you guys is how hard you work. Because if I learned anything from you guys, it's how hard you work. So we kind of have those conversations, and I'm lucky because he's in that world too. And I think with your daughter being in the arts, she probably gets it more than you think she does. Because I always thought, I'm not spending time.
I hope she does, because sometimes I feel, and a lot of times people say this is a woman's question, but it's a huge men's question now, because we don't have the defined roles that we used to have. Now we're like, her mother works, I work. And when we do things, it's like, I'm constantly kind of feeling guilty a little bit about it, but I think she understands because I always try to include her in it.
Right. I think Shari hit it right there too. Said she's probably so impressed with you. And you know what it is with creating your own show is Shari and I create our hours. So if we want to work for 5 hours, we can. If we want to work, and we do that so well together. She has other projects going on. So she has she's able to work at 1:30. I will get immediately on with her, and we will work for a solid 2 hours maybe. And then I'm like, got to go pick her up. And then and then we're texting and that. And we just, like it seems like you do, we just do it. And when we're shooting, it's like we will get up at 5 a.m. and go through lines 2 weeks before we start shooting. And I'm telling you, when we get on that set, both her and I are we are so perfect on those lines that we barely can get any outtakes. We did outtakes this past season, and people will be like, oh, you should have done more. And I'm like, dude, time is money, and we know our lines, and we just go. I mean, we want to be funny, but it's about what we wrote. So yeah, Shari and I both do that for each other's schedule. If we have to get up at 4, we'll get up at 4 and go through lines. If we have to, middle of the afternoon for only 2 hours, we'll do that.
I kind of laugh about this show when you ask me how I do it all. I'm amazed that I get to talk to such great people who are in the industry, in different industries, and the self-help advice I get from you guys is amazing. Because now I'm like going, okay, all right, include daughter more. This is the cheapest form of therapy that I possibly have. So I want to thank both of you. So where can we see the show now for everybody who wants to see it?
So you can go to YouTube and Fire TV. It's called The Third Act, which is THEE, The Third Act. We're also on social media if you want to go to Instagram and follow us. I do want to shout out, because it's kind of exciting this weekend. We're going to be screening at the National Menopause Show in Anaheim, California. It's a huge event. They're coming down from Toronto, this group. And we're the comedy, there's lots of doctors talking, but we're actually going to be on the stage letting people laugh and kind of relax a little bit.
They're going to love that part better than anything else. So, I'm sure they appreciate both of you coming. I can't thank you enough for talking. And I've never talked this amount of menopause in my life. And I think I'm going to put this in my material now. So I appreciate it.
Hey. Thanks, Jeff.
I hope you do.
All right. Well, that wraps up today's show. I'm attorney Jeff Kaufman. Thanks for joining us. Special thanks to my two co-hosts, my good friend, professional comedian James John, and my law partner, Craig Lind. This show is sponsored by Kaufman Lind. If you or someone you know has been in an accident, contact us at 407-500-JEFF or 407-500-5333 for a free consultation, or visit us at whenyouneedus.com.